Beloved, money is not a shadow that drifts without identity. It is not some faraway thing that might or might not notice you. Money is a living vibration, and vibration answers to the one who calls it clearly. Just as a child turns when their name is spoken with love, so does money respond when you call it by the name you give it in spirit. When you speak vaguely, you summon vaguely. But when you speak with clarity, with certainty, with the precision of one who knows, you set the unseen law into exact motion on your behalf. Most people cry out, "I need more money," but more could be a coin found on the street, more could be $1 in change. The law of supply is exact, and it delivers exactly what is pictured, decreed, and held in mind. And if the picture is blurred, the result will be blurred. I tell you, you have not been denied. Your decree has simply been too faint for the law to read. The universe is waiting for you to speak the number, to form the picture, to claim the thing as though it were already in your hand. In the invisible storehouse of God, there are infinite molds for wealth, molds for $100, for $1,000, for $100,000, for millions. Each mold already exists, waiting for the one who will pick it up with the hand of faith and say, "This one is mine." If you desire $5,000, see $5,000. Hold it in the mind's eye until it becomes familiar. Speak it aloud. By divine right, under grace in perfect ways, I call forth $5,000. Now, your decree is the claim ticket. Your faith is the hand that redeems it. When you say the amount, do not tremble. Do not glance at your bank account to measure if it is possible. Faith does not measure by present resources. Faith measures by God's resources, and those have no limit. The only limit is the size of the mold you choose to hold. If you hold a thimble of belief, a thimble is what will be filled. But if you hold a bucket, a vault, a treasury in your mind, heaven will see to it that it overflows. And remember, beloved, this is not a game of greed. It is a game of clarity. If you ordered a garment, you would give your exact size so it would fit perfectly. In the same way, you must give the law your exact size in thought, so that your supply fits your need without waste, without lack, without delay. So today I call you to step out of the shadows of vague asking. Stand in the clear light of divine specificity. Name your good. Picture it, feel it. Speak it as one who already possesses it. And know that the moment you do, the law begins to move. Not tomorrow, not when it feels possible, but now. Your money is waiting, beloved, and it will turn toward you the instant you call it by name. Beloved, vague asking is like sending a letter with no address. It wanders in the invisible realm, unable to find its way to you. You say, "I want more money," and the law says, "How much is more?" You say, "I want to be rich," and the law says, "What does rich mean to you?" The universe is not withholding. It is simply waiting for your order form to be complete. The power is not in wishing, but in defining. When you give the exact figure, you give the law a blueprint it can build without delay. I tell you this truth, clarity is the password to manifestation. Without it, even the most passionate desire can drift in the fog. The invisible laws I have taught for years are not sentimental. They are precise. They do not guess at your meaning. They take you at your word. And when your word is clear, the return is clear. When your word is exact, the return is exact. So many live in a half state of faith, thinking, if I am too specific, I might scare away the blessing. But specificity does not scare the blessing. It summons it. The law is like a faithful servant who goes into the storehouse of God to fetch exactly what you request. And if you leave the request blank, the servant must stand still. Imagine you are in a fine restaurant with a menu before you. The waiter comes and you say, "Bring me something good." He will smile, but how will he know if you wanted the soup or the roast? In the kitchen, the chef stands ready, but without your order, nothing is cooked. This is why I urge you, beloved, to step into bold clarity. If you need $2,400 for your rent and expenses, call for $2,400, not enough to get by. If you want $50,000 for a home, name it, see it, feel the weight of it in your hands. The moment you do, you have moved from the fog of general desire to the sharp sunlight of faith and action. And let me refresh your spirit with this reminder. What you dare to decree, you authorize heaven to deliver. You do not make the money appear through effort alone. You set the law in motion through the exactness of your word. If you believe you might be asking for too much, you are still thinking from the cramped room of lack, not the boundless halls of God's abundance. So do not fear that clarity will bind you. It will free you. It will give your desire a form the universe can recognize, locate, and deliver. And once you learn to speak this way, you will wonder why you ever asked in shadows when the law was ready to answer in light. Beloved, once the amount has been named, you must now give it a face, a form, a presence in the invisible. The law does not deal in shadows, it deals in patterns. A named sum with no mental picture is like a seed with no soil. It will not root. You must place that sum inside an image so clear that if I asked you to describe it right now, you could tell me the texture, the weight, the color of the blessing. See the amount written on a check made out to you. See it printed in your bank account balance. See it in crisp notes in your hand. If you need $5,000, picture the 5 bold and strong. The commas and zeros, like little angels holding the amount in place. Picture your hands receiving it, your heart lifting in gratitude, your life expanding because of it. This picture is not a daydream, it is a mold. The mold you create in your mind becomes the form the law must fill. The unseen responds to your mental pictures like a camera responds to a lens. What you focus on, it captures. What you capture, it develops. And what it develops, you will hold in the physical. But remember this, a blurred picture brings a blurred result. That is why you must sharpen it every day. Look at it in the morning. Look at it before you sleep. Let no contradictory image take its place. For the law works with what you hold most firmly. And here is your refresher for today. Faith is not hoping something might happen. Faith is living as if it has already happened. When you hold the picture of your named money as already yours, the universe begins to move resources, people, and events to make it visible. You are not creating from nothing. You are calling into sight what already exists for you in God's storehouse. Do not say, I hope it comes, for that is a picture of waiting. Say, I see it now, I have it now, for that is a picture of possession. The more real it becomes in your mind, the sooner it will ring your doorbell in the form of opportunity, payment, gift, or divine surprise. Beloved, a picture without feeling is like a lamp without light. It may be perfectly built, but it will never illuminate unless the current of emotion flows through it. The law does not just read your words, it feels the vibration behind them. That is why you must clothe your mental picture in the living fabric of gratitude, joy, and certainty. When you see your named sum in your mind, let your heart respond as if the money has already reached your hands. Do not stand at the edge of the river with a cup of longing. Step into the stream and drink as one who already belongs there. The feeling of I have it now is the seal on your decree. It tells the law, the mold is ready, fill it. Do you recall, beloved, that I have often said, you can't receive with clenched fists. A fearful heart, an anxious mind are like fists around your desire. They grip it too tightly for the blessing to enter. You must open the fists, soften the heart, and let the joy of possession flood you. Feel the texture of those crisp notes in your hand, the comfort of your bills paid, the sweet relief of your needs met, and your dreams funded. The more real you allow this feeling to be, the faster it carves a path for the manifestation to travel. And let me refresh your spirit with this truth. The language of God's law is not need, it is joy. You do not manifest because you are desperate. You manifest because you are aligned with the divine rhythm of abundance. When you feel joy, you become magnetic. When you feel certainty, you become irresistible to your good. So each time you return to the mental picture, breathe life into it through feeling. Let it sparkle, let it sing in your heart, let it carry the fragrance of already having. This is how you call your money by name, and have it turn its face toward you, because you have made it welcome, not just in thought but in the deepest chambers of your being. Beloved, a name unspoken is a key left unturned. You have called the amount in your mind. You have painted it with your vision. You have wrapped it in the living cloth of feeling. Now the law awaits the sound of your voice. For your spoken word is the trumpet that signals the invisible army to march. When you speak your money's name aloud, you breathe spirit into it. Say it clearly, as you would call a dear friend across a field. Let your voice carry not the tone of wishing, but the firmness of one who knows the one they call will come. If your sum is $10,000, speak it. $10,000 now comes to me, in perfect ways, under grace. Do not whisper in doubt, declare in faith. The vibration of your voice goes forth, touching minds, stirring events, rearranging circumstances in your favor. Understand, beloved, that when the Word was with God in the beginning, it was not silent. The Word was spoken, and worlds took form. You too must speak if you would see your world reshaped. Keep your declaration pure. Do not follow it with words of fear. Speak it in the morning before the world's noise intrudes. Speak it at night so it echoes in your dreams. Speak it when you walk, when you dress, when you prepare your meals. Let the sound of it become as natural as your own breath. And here is your gentle refresher as you walk in this truth. The law will always give you what you call. So be certain that what you name is what you truly desire. This is why you name your money with love, not with greed, with faith, not with strain. Each time you speak it, you place your order in the heavenly ledger, and heaven never forgets. When you call your money by name, with feeling and vision intact, you set in motion an answer that must arrive, whether by expected means or by what the world calls a miracle. It is not your task to know how. It is your joy to know it will. Beloved, the law is exact. It will not deliver to two addresses at once. When you call your money by name, you must remove every rival name you've spoken in the past. You cannot declare, $10,000 comes to me in perfect ways, and in the next breath, sigh, money never stays with me, without tearing the very bridge you're building. The law takes both orders, and the two will cancel each other. You must become single-minded. Imagine a ship's captain giving two different coordinates to his crew. The vessel would circle endlessly, never reaching shore. So it is with your words. Every time you speak a rival name, lack, delay, impossibility, you steer your abundance away from you. I tell you plainly, the law is deaf to excuses but attentive to patterns. It follows the trail of your most consistent decree. You may say, but Florence, I've spoken so many wrong names before. How can I undo them? Beloved, the moment you realize a rival name has escaped your lips, replace it immediately with the name of your true desire. If you catch yourself saying, I can't afford that, change it instantly to my supply is endless and all I need comes to me now. Do not scold yourself for the slip. Correct it and move on with joy. And here I refresh your heart with this truth. The universe does not punish, it aligns. The law is not keeping score of your mistakes, but it does keep account of your instructions. When you become unwavering in naming your good, the law obeys with precision. Each time you remove a rival name, you clear the pathway for your true decree to arrive without interference. You make your signals strong, undiluted, impossible to miss. And when your word is single, your harvest is certain. Beloved, once you have called your money by name and stripped away every rival name, your work is not to wait in worry but to keep the call alive until it arrives. Think of it as keeping a lantern lit in the window for a traveler. You do not know the exact hour they will appear, but you keep the light burning so they can find their way home. You keep the call alive through repetition that is joyful, not strained. The law responds to living words, not to weary pleading. Say it often, but say it as one watering a seed, not digging it up to see if it has grown. Every declaration is a drop of living water to the soil of your mind. This is why I tell you, speak your amount daily with the same certainty as you would announce the sunrise, because you know it will come. Do not let days pass in silence, for silence is like an untended fire. It grows cold. Keep the call in your heart, on your lips, in your atmosphere. Whisper it as you fold your clothes. Declare it as you walk to the door. Sing it while you prepare your morning tea. Let it become the sound that fills the air of your home, so much so that even your walls seem to echo it back. And here is your refreshing reminder. The energy you hold while waiting is the invitation your blessing reads to find you. If you keep your heart open, your voice steady, and your words consistent, you create a clear channel through which your supply flows. If you let impatience cloud your tone or doubt bend your words, you place stones in that channel. Your call must be alive with gratitude, even before the money arrives. Thank the law, as if the sum were already in your hand. Gratitude is the magnet that pulls the unseen into the seen. When you live in this vibration, the money you have called by name cannot lose its way. It must come, for the law does not deny the one who calls and keeps calling with unwavering faith. Beloved, when the thing you have called draws near, you must not speak of it as distant. The law responds to the vibration of now, not someday. If you keep saying it will come, you place it on the horizon, and the horizon always moves as you walk toward it. Instead, speak of your money as here, present, already accounted for. Say, this sum is mine now. It is in my possession in perfect ways, and let that truth sink into every cell of your body. Think of a host preparing for an honored guest. The wise host does not say, one day you may arrive, but sets the table, makes the bed, lights the lamp, all as if the guest were stepping through the door. In the same way, prepare your life for the money you have named. Let your words and your actions be in harmony, so the law finds a ready dwelling place for your blessing. This is not pretending, it is aligning. You are not deceiving yourself. You are announcing the truth before the eyes can see it. Remember, the unseen is the seedbed of all reality, and your spoken word is the gardener's hand. When you declare your wealth as here, you quicken the seed and hasten the harvest. Here is your refresher in the midst of this truth. Every word you speak is a receipt for the thing you claim. If you speak in the past or the future, the receipt is stamped pending. If you speak in the present, it is stamped paid. The law cannot deny a paid claim. It must fulfill it. So fill your speech with the vibration of the accomplished. Walk as though your supply is already in your hand. Give thanks for it as if it were already spent and enjoyed. Let every breath affirm, it is here, it is done. And as you do, the invisible moves swiftly into the visible. For you have spoken the arrival into the very moment you stand in. Beloved, now that we have walked together through every step of this teaching, hear me as I gather the threads into one living cord of truth. From the first moment you call your money by name, to the moment it stands in your hands, the law is moving, silent, exact, unfailing. You have learned that money is born in the unseen, not in the bank. You have seen that poverty and wealth spring from the same soil, watered by your thought and your word. You have understood that the mold you hold in mind shapes the sum you receive, and that you cannot pour a fortune into a vessel shaped like lack. You have discovered the power of continual calling, the necessity of keeping the fire alive, and the secret of speaking in the vibration of the present moment. This is not a teaching for the mind alone. It is a call to live differently starting now. Speak your sum with clarity. Hold it in your imagination with warmth. Align your words, your atmosphere, and your actions with its arrival. Refuse the language of waiting. Embrace the language of having. Every time doubt whispers, answer with your declaration. Every time delay tempts you to loosen your grip, tighten it